hours. We're down to about 550 or 650 today, somewhere around there.
What was that?
Now the state took over about 9 years ago. They put a monitoring system in downriver. It monitors the quality of the water, the temperature, the flow, and a few other things as well. Nitrate levels are down 30 to 40% today, so the river is much healthier than prior to that. Now we do have a total of 5,000 acres that are part of Silver Spring State Park. And there she is. That is the Blue Grotto.
We might see some down there.
Alright, we can head over to the other side of the river. So back in the 60s, there was a TV series called Sea Hunt with the Lloyd Bridges. This is the actual dock they filmed at. Most of all the other scenes were done in the Bahamas and a few in California. We got a nice little walkway that runs parallel to the river and take you right down to that dock. Let's go ahead and take a closer look. And there we go, guys.
Yeah, nighttime, sun will kill you.
Touch from the 60s. Isn't that cool? So, you did get fortunate enough to see the monkeys. You guys know how that all started here by any chance? A lot of people think it's just from Tarzan, but it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. So back in 1938, the gentleman that ran the park, his name is Colonel Toohey. He's kind of like the Walt Disney of the park. He wanted to add to the attraction, so he purchased a half a dozen rhesus macaque monkeys, put them on an island not too far from here, and the theory was, well, they're on an island, they can't go anywhere, take people out to see them at any time. The story goes, he drops them off, goes back a couple hours later, and guess what? They're all gone. Turns out they can swim. Turns out they're excellent swimmers. They can found as far north as Jacksonville and St. Augustine, far south as Tampa and Fort Lauderdale. Now, depending who you ask, now they've been in the Tarzan movies, but not the main character. These guys are about yay big. They're tan with a white chest, as you saw earlier. And they travel in troops. There's normally one dominant male that controls the troop. We have probably 150 here, maybe 500. But here's the crazy thing. There's well over 3,000 running wild in the state of Florida. So how many dads do we have on board today with children? Raise your hand. Just 2, 3, 4. Well, we got a special thing for Father's Day today. It's over here in the corner. And it's called Gator Daycare Center. And this is where we drop the kids off for about 20 minutes. It's free of charge. I think dads need a little time off, you know, and we're happy to oblige. I can't guarantee the kids will still be there when we get back, but that's a chance I'll take. Who wants to go out there and pet the gators? Always one kid that raises their hand. I see. You sure? Guess what? You get to do it once.
Yeah, Tony would catch things that size. Hey guys, look, I got a gator.
Don't try to measure a gator without jumping in the water. Another rule of thumb. So picture between their eyes to smell their nose in inches and convert that over into feet. That's actually fairly accurate. So he's a good 4-footer, I would say, maybe more. What you think? Which kids are we dropping off? Well, last chance. All of them? So, my last tour, I had a mom and dad with over 6 kids. And they were so behaved, they're all dressed really nice and really cool. And the one little kid, Henry, who was answering all my questions and everything. We're having a grand old time. Well, while we're here, there's something I'd like to show you. This is called Cypress Springs. Pretty self-explanatory. You can see it right here. It's a big old cypress tree right down the middle of this cove. which is not all that exciting, but what's below the tree is kind of exciting. You guys get ready here.
Look at all the trees. It's like
What do you see behind that, below the tree, guys? You see anything?
cypress trees.
See the boat down there? Look right down the middle. See the boat? What kind of boat has a rectangle right down the middle?
One of these.
It's a
That's
canoe.
right. Good guess. That's one of the original glass bottom rowboats that sank. So all those people had to swim back to shore and there are no refunds. That still holds true today. So if you do end up in the water, I got a little rule of thumb for you. You don't have to be the fastest swimmer, just not the last swimmer. Mr. Gator likes the slow guys and girls. Yeah, it's like you can come over. They're not supposed to, but they're doing it. There are a lot of things people aren't supposed to do, and they still do. They're like swimming. That was the talk before COVID, and one of my friends' wife was the commissioner. They had $500,000 put aside to redo the beach. I'm not for it. There's so many other places to go swimming. There's too many. Well, this is what people don't understand. They're not going to relocate the gators. You can't. They're going to kill them. Yes. There's no such thing as. It's not fair. There's so many other places to go swimming. Leave this alone. My opinion. If you look off to my right here through the tree line and see a big white building, kind of missed it. It's called a Twin Oaks Mansion. That was our concert hall at one time. Some notables are Reba McEntire, Willie Nelson, and Montgomery Gentry. Get a chance to walk down there and take a closer look. It's a beautiful building. We still use it for concerts and weddings and special occasions. So you guys want to learn a little bit about manatees? You guys ready? A lot of folks think manatees are fat, blubbery like whales, but they're not. They're actually all intestines, stomach, and lungs. Because of this, they can't control their body temperature. So in the winter months when the oceans and rivers get to the mid-60s, they have to seek refuge in the springs, which are 72 degrees year-round. So if they stay out in that cold water for more than a day or two, they'll get thermal shock and they'll end up dying. But when they're active, they'll come up for air every 7 to 10 minutes. When they're asleep, they actually rest on the bottom, come up about every 20 minutes or so, take a breath of air, and they go right back down. Here's the cool thing, they'll actually do that for hours and they do it without waking up. So if you go swimming with the manatees in Crystal River, which is the only place you can do it legally here, first thing I ask them not to do is hover over a sleeping manatee. They can also get up to 20 miles an hour if they feel threatened just for a short distance. They have no natural predators. Sharks don't bother them. Gators don't bother them. We're the worst for manatees. We'll strike them with a boat. They break a rib. They puncture a lung. They go to the bottom. Can't come up for air, and they basically end up drowning is what happens. They'll also eat 10% of their body weight a day, and they eat that eelgrass right down there, so think about that. Adult manatee can be 1,000 pounds or more. It's over 100 pounds of eelgrass every single day. They also have rotating molars in the back of their jaws, so they're constantly teething like babies. So ladies, if you're in the water with them and you happen to have a ponytail, there's a really good chance they'll come up and start chewing on your ponytail. I've had them pull the zipper down on wetsuits more than once, which I think is kind of funny in the wintertime because I'm nice and dry and warm on the boat. Happens all the time. All right, last two test questions. You ready? Who can tell me the closest relative to the manatee? In my last boat, a little kid, probably about 8 years old, his name was Henry. He knew the answer to all of it. Part 1 and Part 2. What is the closest relative to the manatee? I'll give you a hint. You'll find it at the zoo. It's a land animal. No, think exotic cow. We can see cows anywhere. Think big. Think big.
Chicken.
Big like a rhino. Keep going. Elephant. So picture the elephant without the trunk. The mouth is very similar. Elephant has 3 to 4 nails on its hoof. Manatee has 3 to 4 nails on its front flippers. You ready for the last one? This is the fun one. What did the pirates call the manatees? Mermaids is right. Very good. I think there's a lot of rum on board. That's my theory. Mermaids. Yeah. Has anyone gone swimming with the manatees on board? Raise your hand. There's usually 1 or 2 people. You've got to do it once in your lifetime. It is. You have? Tell them how amazing it is. Yeah, here. This is where I used to work. Pass that on. Still work there every now and then when they need me. If anyone else is interested, let me know. I'll pass you out a card. So off my right here, folks, just beyond the seawall, you see a statue of Chief Osceola. He was the chief of the Seminole tribe. His father was Scottish. His mother was Native American. They are one of the only Indian tribes left that do not have a signed peace treaty with the U.S. government. It's kind of hard to spot at first. He blends into the palm trees really well. Speaking of palm trees, continue looking to the right. You'll see a horseshoe-shaped palm tree. It's grown that way naturally. Rumor has it if you stand over and take a picture, you get 5 years of good luck. There's the chief right there, and here comes that palm tree. That's a cormorant. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our last spring. This last one's called Mammoth Springs, not because it's the largest spring in the park, but they actually found mammoth bones here. This one's about 65 feet semicircle. The boardwalk follows the shape of a spring and cave opening. It's approximately 50 feet deep in the center. There's also first magnitude spring, one of the world's largest artesian wells. This is where Wide World of Sports filmed the dive competitions back in the 60s and 70s. So we're on a little shelf here, probably about a foot and a half of water. It's going to drop off dramatically here in about 3 or 4 seconds. And this is where we get all the oohs and ahs. You guys ready? Down we go. Isn't that awesome?
Oh, the sea turtle. Whatever it is.
Is there a gar? Was that the gar? Oh, turtle. Because we have long-nosed gar hanging out here for a while. Isn't that beautiful, guys? Alright, folks, we do have one more stop. We saved the best for last. We have 3 statues here representing 3 Greek gods, Zeus, Hades, and Poseidon. We're using a TV series back in the 60s called I Spy with Robert Culp and Bill Cosby. They're also used in 2 Bond movies, Never Say Never Again and Moonraker. They're 7 feet tall, made out of fiberglass and weighted down with concrete. Get your canvas ready. Let's go take a look. Now, we do have another one on display in the Education Center as well. If you get a chance to go check out the Discovery Center today, by all means do so. There's a lot of stuff in there. Then to get spun around here, we're going to get right moving here in just a second. So about once a month, the divers come out and clean the boats for us, and they give the statues a shave and a haircut as well. Don't they look handsome today? They actually did that first thing this morning before you guys got here. They did a wonderful job. Got number 1 on the sides, number 2 up top. They look pretty good, don't they? There you go, Zeus, Hades, and Poseidon. All right, a show of hands who does not see the statue so I can throw you in. Raise your hand. Any of you kids, you sure? Yeah, of course it's going to be you with it. Get right on top of it one last time. Should have it now there, sir. You got it now?
Yeah.
You're right on top of it.
I saw them. I just want to go in.
What's that? You want to go swimming?
Yeah, I saw them. I just want to go in.
You can jump in. I mean, I'm not going to say anything. Maybe banned from the park, you know, but
It'd be worth it.
for me. All right, folks, that concludes our tour. Hope you enjoyed it. Tips are appreciated, but not mandatory. World's largest tip charge right there in that glass you've been looking through. It is a 100-year tradition. Now, folks, if you do social media, please take a minute to give us a review. Let us know what we're doing well. Let us know we can improve. Again, my name is Captain Sebastian. Anything less than a 5-star review, it's Skipper and Gilligan. If you are local, please come back and see us again. The main restaurant will be done here in just a little bit. And we'll have our fudge shop back and the ice cream shop back as well. So thank you so much. Love to have you back again. And you guys coming here all the time keeps this place open, and we do appreciate it. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate that. All right, hang tight while we dock. Our You have a little bit of a bump here because there's no rubber bumper on this right side or on the starboard side, so hang tight. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Thank you very much. There's no screaming, right?
Without the common sense that God gave you. Yeah?
And there you go, guys. Thank you so much. Happy Father's Day. Come back and see us again. We do appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.